update.
Skills USA is back this year. Stay tuned for how you can join.
Also ahead, West Bloomfield's second game of playoffs is tomorrow. Will Bowen has a recap of last week's game.
But first, how the election is impacting your Tuesday.
Laker Update starts now.
Good morning, Lakers. I'm Elizabeth Shantz.
And I'm Lindsay Hazelton, and this is your Laker Update. The election will change our government and our school schedule. Next Tuesday, November 6th, there will be no school for midterm elections. If you can vote, be sure to go out and make your voice heard. Monday is still a marathon day, and Wednesday will be an odd day.
Speaking of voting, do you know who's running for office in Michigan this year? Eitan Shear has more on that now.
Are coming right around the corner. Let's check in with students here at West Bloomfield High School to see who they'll be supporting. Who will you be supporting in the race for governor of Michigan?
I'm more neutral.
Can you name me one of the candidates? You can't?
Nope, I don't know anybody.
Who will the two of you be supporting in the race for governor of Michigan?
What are my choices? Who's running?
Who will you be supporting in the race for the governor of Michigan?
I don't know who's running.
Clearly, there's a lack of information getting around. Let's clear things up. Let's get to know the candidates. Bill Schuette is the current Michigan Attorney General. He has a lot of big ideas for the state. He also wants to improve our schools. Transportation scholarships will be provided for families that can't afford to get their kids to school. It's a goal of Schuette's to have every student in Michigan reading by the 3rd grade. We must set high standards and expectations for our students, he said. Schuette also wants to improve our roads. He wants to reprioritize the way the government spends its budget, with roads being right on top. Schuette is focused on ending the opioid crisis that endures in this state. His 3-step plan aims to educate young people on the danger of opioids, treat the people that are struggling with addiction, and enforce the law, cracking down on drug-related crime. Bill Schuette is endorsed by former Congresswoman Candace Miller, Vice President Mike Pence, and President Trump, who said that Attorney General Bill Schuette will be a fantastic governor for the great state of Michigan. Gretchen Whitmer is a former member of the Michigan House of Representatives and Michigan Senate. Like her opponent, she's got a bunch of ideas. For one, she wants to ensure clean, safe drinking water for every Michigan citizen by prioritizing the protection of our Great Lakes. Whitmer finds the protection of the air that we breathe and the water we drink to be very important. It's a big goal of Whitmer's to fix Michigan's crummy roads. Good roads are good for Michigan families and businesses, she said. Michigan deserves a governor who will fix the problem. She also aims to make healthcare more affordable. Whitmer believes that everyone in Michigan has a right to quality healthcare. She wants to expand Medicaid, restore funding for Planned Parenthood. She wants to expand Medicaid, restore funding for Planned Parenthood, and lower costs for everyone. Also, one of her big goals is fighting urban poverty. If elected governor, Whitmer promises to get things done that will actually make a difference in people's lives right now. If elected governor, Whitmer promises to get things done that will actually make a difference in people's lives right now. Gretchen Whitmer is endorsed by both Michigan senators, Gary Peters and Debbie Stabenow, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan, former Vice President Joe Biden, and former President Barack Obama. Now that you know a bit about the gubernatorial elections, go out and support your candidates.
The theater department starts their run of Macbeth tonight.
The West Bloomfield High School Theater Department is currently in production of its fall play Macbeth, which opens tonight. The cast has been working hard in rehearsals since September, and this week they finally got to put the show together.
I think the rehearsal process has been great. I think it's been very efficient. People have been getting stuff done. Things have been coming together very well. Memorization was great. I think everything was just going very smoothly and coming together well.
The rehearsal process has been a wild ride, to say the least. I think at the beginning, a lot of people were really stressing about getting the language right and getting the iambic pentameter correctly, because that's definitely a huge challenge. But now towards the end, I'd say we're ready to run the show and show everyone what we got.
So it's different. than I expected it to be, and it's really short because it's 6 months instead of, it's 6 weeks instead of like 6 months, so it's like really pressure to get all my lines down.
The tech process has been going really good. We focused a lot on making sure that we were getting everything done in time, and we did. We accomplished that. So we were able to get our set completely done before starving artists, which doesn't happen a lot. And yeah, we've been really focused on working on this as a team, and everything has come together really nicely, so we're really proud about that.
Yeah, and for rehearsals, they've gone a lot smoother than usual, which is always nice.
Yes.
Although some students don't enjoy reading Shakespeare, the cast and crew have put a new spin on the show that will make it enjoyable to even the most critical critics.
We talked about doing this because in the United States, we're in a very politically charged climate right now. And there tends to be a lot of power on one side. I'm not going to say which political party holds a lot of power, but there is one party that holds a lot of power right now. And it's really tipping the scales of justice in our country. And as a result of that, we've seen a lot of violence coming out from both sides, especially from the side that sees themselves as being in power.
Be sure to come out and see Macbeth tonight at 7. There are also performances tomorrow and Saturday at 7:30. This is Shelby Smith reporting for Laker Update.
Mrs. Flannery may be leaving us, but Mr. Watson is here to keep us calm in these trying times.
Good morning, West Bloomfield High School. Welcome to another wonderful Wednesday. Today we want to do something a little different. We have 2 new people that are working in the office. We want to make sure you get to know them. So if you need an outpass or you're trying to get something done for your transcripts, you have an idea who you're needing to find and who can assist you with your needs. So let's go meet 2 of our newest employees in the main office. Actually, sorry, I should say in the counseling office. So let's go. I am Macbeth.
Nice.
Come to the play.
So before I came here, I was a secretary at an elementary school in Maryland. So I just moved here from Maryland this summer, and now I'm your guidance counselor secretary, and I support the guidance counselors.
I will be taking over for Mrs. Flannery as the attendance secretary. She's been training me, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot of you to learn. Coming from a very small town originally, it's a little jarring to see how many kids can fit in one building that you have to keep accounted for.
That is easy. So now you're going to make me cry. My favorite part is all of you. I can't believe I am crying. You can't put that in there. I am hard, I am bitter, and I am mean, so you can't put me in there crying. I'm going to miss all 1,800 of you because you're all my kids. That's what I'm going to miss. I am moving to the district office, and I'm going to be sitting and doing accounting. I'm going to be doing check reconciliation, expense report reconciliation, making sure that people get paid. Just reconciliation and accounting of the business department and accounting. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not going to have any interaction with any kids. That's why I'm going to miss you guys. So I'll have to stop by and see you at a football game or something. That was my goodbye. I'm going to miss this one right here.
I don't have my ID.
She doesn't have her ID. She's got a lot of tricks up her sleeve. So Mrs. Kramer's going to have to be careful on that one.
Skills USA will be meeting on Thursday, November 8th after school in room 511. Students will discuss competition categories, community service projects, and nominate officers. If you are interested in Skills USA, now is the time to come and join and see how you can participate.
Script pitch for this year's Film Fest will be next Wednesday, November 7th after school in the Digital Media Arts Room, 511. If you have an idea for a film or perhaps a finished script, bring it and your presentation. If you are just interested in acting or crewing a film, come and listen to all the pitches.
If you're in VIP Club, there is a mandatory meeting after school today. Members will be going to Gleaner's Food Bank and must verify they will be going and get passes to leave class. If you can attend, be sure to talk to Mr. Bishop sometime today.
Sports is coming up next.
Stay tuned and we'll be right back after these messages.
I'm not happy the way the government is right now.
I would have voted last election if it mattered this much.
Man, if only my voice could be heard in this upcoming election.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Pre-sale tickets for tomorrow's district championship game against Catholic Central are on sale now. They are only $6, so be sure to get them before they run out. Let's pack the swamp and show the Shamrocks what the Lakers are about.
Coach Ridenauer is holding an informational meeting today for students interested in joining the wrestling team. The meeting will be after school today in room 545. All returning wrestlers must attend, and you don't need to have any prior experience.
Did you miss the amazing game the Lakers had last week? No worries. Will Bowen has more on that now.
Last Friday, our varsity team took on Plymouth High School in our first district playoff game of the season. From the moment Plymouth kicked off, WB showed them that we are not to be taken lightly. Moments from the start of the game, we pummeled Plymouth down the field, gaining a touchdown to cement an early lead. These touchdowns just kept coming and coming, making any chance of Plymouth making a comeback very slim. The referees were not on our side for a few close calls, and this is where Plymouth saw their chance to capitalize, scoring 2 touchdowns. WB quickly got it together and continued to bring the pressure that we know and love. It took about 5 Plymouth players to take number 5, Lance Dixon, down, and he still got the touchdown. With the final score being 49-14, the team secured our spot in the second round of district finals. We met up with Coach Bellamy after the game to ask a few questions. What do you think the biggest factor was to the win last Friday?
The biggest factor in the game on Friday was our kids wanted it more. I think we were a bit more talented than they were, and we were able to, get out there Friday night and fly around. And defensively, we stopped their best player, took him away, and offensively, our best players made a world of difference. C.J. Harris had 5 touchdown passes, Trey Mosley caught 3 touchdown passes, and our special teams were able to create 3 turnovers. And whenever you do that, that's a recipe for success.
Is there anything that your team may have to change for your game against Catholic Central this week?
Of course, one of the perennial state powers. They're going to come in here Friday night. They're going to be ready to win. This is for a district championship and an opportunity to move on to the next round of the playoffs. So, we're going to watch film and we're going to have the best game plan that we could possibly have to exploit some of their weaknesses. And I'm sure they're going to try to do the same thing. So it should be a good game Friday night.
Make the Swamp proud and bring your Laker spirit to the game this Friday at 7 p.m. versus Catholic Central.
And now, here are your sports today. The girls' varsity swim and dive team heads to Royal Oak High tonight for their meet. Be sure to go out and support your Lakers.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for watching Laker Update.
You can connect with us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and LakerUpdate.com.
Have a great day, Lakers!